operation. Inboard down port, they're on. Coming forward with the side stick. Oscar. I've got a blowout, neighbor 3. Pitch to 0. Pitches out at minimum altitude. Correction, Alpha hold is off. Trap selected, emergency. Flight com, I can't hold it. She's breaking up. She's breaking.
What they really want is for us to put soldiers on the street and bend the law, have Americans looking over their shoulders, shred the Constitution just a little bit. We do that, and they've already won.
The job of the FBI is to respond. The job of the Army is to defend.
The Army's a broadsword, not a scalpel. Trust me, Senator, you do not want the Army in an American city.
I'm sure everyone here knows the traditional model of the terrorist network. One cell controls all others. Cut off the head, the body will wither. Unfortunately, the old wisdom no longer applies. Cut off one head, another rises up in its place.
We're not the first city to have to deal with terrorism. This is New York City. We can take it. I want you to turn the heat up under every one of your resources. Every one. I want results, whatever it takes.
In this game, the most committed wins.
I hate to be the voice of doom, but it keeps escalating. What's next?
Agent Hubbard, FBI. What I propose is that you let these people go, and I'll take their place.
They're not here to negotiate. They were waiting for the cameras.
They're attacking our way of life. The president wants it stopped, and there's only one way to do that.
I am declaring a state of martial law in this city. We intend to seal off this borough, and we intend to squeeze it.
I thought you were against it.
This was not my call, so you're just following orders. The president made you put tanks on the Brooklyn Bridge. You're questioning my patriotism.
All right, let's roll. You think I don't know what's going on? I'm doing your job for you, and I damn near get my head blown off.
You expect me to go all weepy with gratitude? I served my country. Why don't you try serving yours?
FBI! He's got a bomb!
Code red! Code red! You want to die?
Do you?
What they really want is for us to put soldiers on the street and bend the law, have Americans looking over their shoulders, shred the Constitution just a little bit. We do that, and they've already won.
How's that for some timely terrorism, huh? Bringing in martial law, suspending the Constitution, putting it right in your face. What we're fighting for. Past is prologue. Anyone who forgets the past is condemned to repeat it. And our government has a somewhat shady past, especially when it comes to the CIA and the FBI. This is why predictive programming was so important to the CIA, to program the people to think a certain way, pretty much with the social norms that they consider what they want us to think about, not about what criminals they are, stealing our wealth and enslaving us and leaving us with a slow, steady dissolution of our sovereignty into a world government. They don't want us to think about that, I assure you. But looking to the recent past and the mind control aspects of the CIA and MK-Ultra, things people like my good friend Barbara Hartwell have gone through as an MK-Ultra victim, reverberates from this episode of The $6 Million Man.
The man who will soon be elected the Prime Minister of the Republic of Forzana.
And the man we found who, but for the mustache, looks almost exactly like the Prime Minister. The nightclub comedian Billy Parker.
Excellent, Dr. Bartow. Nico, you've done your work well. Now we can guarantee our friends that the Republic of Forzana will not align itself with the capitalists. What about the implant surgery, Dr. Bartow?
The surgery is being performed right now by my staff in New York City.
And Parker suspects nothing?
Nothing. I told him he needed some minor cosmetic surgery on his neck. It's incredible to think that that tiny implant can control Parker's behavior.
Yes, it is remarkable. We are the pioneers in this field, you know.
And he won't be aware of the implant?
No, a few hours after surgery, he'll be quite normal. You will test the implant, Dr. Bartow, to make sure Parker responds to the commands you give him. Then he will be ready to do our bidding.
Doctor, this is Nico. I'm at the nightclub. Billy Parker has begun his act.
Are you in a position to observe him?
Yes.
Then we shall see if the implant works. I'll feed in the instructions.
What goes up and never comes...
Is he flapping his arms and crowing?
Yes.
Does he seem to know he's doing it?
Well, he knows he's doing something, but he doesn't seem to know what.
Man, I'm starting to get last with the straight lines. Hey, like I was saying, what goes up and never comes down? Think about it. Huh? Hey, we're getting close. Come on.
A rooster.
No, not a rooster, turkey.
His response indicates that the implant is functioning.
What happens now?
The experiments are over. Parker is now ready to perform the mission we prepared him for.
Your Excellency? Your Excellency. Wait here, gentlemen. We won't be long. After you, sir.
Welcome to our exhibit, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Our most interesting artifacts are in the rear of the gallery. Take it.
I'm sorry, sir. I truly am. But the offer was too much to refuse. And they promised you wouldn't be harmed.
Where are you going? I've got to get in there. Why? My life depends on it.
First thing we gotta do is get you a change of clothes. Where are you going? Hold it!
Parker?
What do you want?
Shall we go?
Unhand rags, Jack. Say, old buddy, let's go look at some African art.
Since I'm sure you're curious, I shall explain. Your speech to the United Nations this afternoon will be delivered as scheduled. However, it will be made by this man, not by you. You are going to condemn the Soviet bloc and pledge the allegiance of your country to the West. This gentleman, on the other hand, his speech will be somewhat different. Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the people of the Republic of Botswana. Contrary to the reports in the capitalistic press, my country has no intention of changing its political ties. We will honor our past commitments, be loyal to our friends, and not be seduced by siren songs of Western democracies. Why has my gallant nation refused to be crushed beneath the heel of Western imperialism? First, because the Soviet bloc has provided the Republic of Botswana with supplies and technicians in the fields of public health, communications, and transportation. Secondly, because those technicians and supplies have come to us without any demands whatsoever. And third, and perhaps more importantly, Thank you, sir. I don't know you or your motive, but your arrival was certainly most timely.
Who are you?
I am the Prime Minister of the African country of Botswana. The Prime Minister? Boy, that's pretty heavy billing. Yes, I am due at the UN to address the General Assembly within the hour.
That's why they wanted to control your brain.
They were going to let him address the General Assembly in my stead. You mean I could have been booked at the UN? That's bigger than the Palace or the Palladium. Get the White House. That's my big tick. Ah!
So not only was this a blatant in-your-face expose of MKUltra type UN Cameron experiments put into action here in the $6 Million Man mind control episode called Double Trouble from 1976. The criminally insane, sadistic experiments of UN Cameron must not be dismissed. Psychic driving. There's much more at play here than simply predictive programming. We have agenda politics, agenda propaganda, United Nations propaganda, again, America being this, the American intelligence community being this fantastic thing, like all those spy shows from the 60s, I Spy, and It Takes a Thief, and all the James Bond movies. It's over and over again that spies are good. That's the impression they want you to have. Now, it's not just the predictive programming here. It's propaganda. Propaganda before in part 1, showing this animosity towards the Middle Eastern people in general, wherever they come from. This whole idea of terrorism, you know, that they're the problem, when the reality is the CIA wants everyone to believe this. This is part of the propaganda, to believe that these people are the evil ones. However, we're being lashed out against because of our foreign policy. We drone and kill children. We support Israel, who suppresses the Palestinian people and puts them under tyranny. This is the truth. This is why we have so many people hating us, because we have military bases all around the world, and we put our muscle wherever it's necessary so that the people at the top can have their way. This is what needs to change. Thank you for watching Truth Talk News. I'm Howard Nima.